Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. Can this be forgiven? Hi friends. Hoping to get some advice from you guys as I am in a tricky situation that's new to me. My boyfriend, 29M, and I, 31F, have been together for 2.5 years and our relationship has been great, at least so I thought, until recently. Around the end of January, I found out my boyfriend had been talking to a girl on Discord for a month on an everyday basis. From good morning to good night. Nothing sexual, but definitely reminded of how him and I talked when we were best friends and started dating. The girl would always send him hearts and sometimes he would send them back. When I confronted him about it, he showed me everything and said he saw nothing wrong with it. I was upset because he shared a lot about his life, but he never mentioned he had a girlfriend. He didn't want to tell the girl he had a girlfriend when I asked him to do that because he wants to do things his way. But he immediately cut all communication with her and the Discord community he was a part of. Especially after I explained to him what emotional cheating is. It wasn't until last week that he told her he was in a relationship after I said it was a matter of respect to me. He said that the Discord space was a way for him to forget about all the pain he had, which I was not fully aware of. We both had a rough couple of years, as most of the world did, and he says I was not supportive of him when it came to his anxiety about COVID. I always tried to be supportive, but he was going about it in an extreme way, and I couldn't always keep up. For example, if we got a box in the mail and the box sat by the door for a couple of days, I still had to be extra careful not to touch it because if my clothes touched it, I had to take them off right away and change. It affected my day-to-day. I will admit, sometimes I would get frustrated and tell him his anxiety was giving me anxiety, but I was honestly tense all the time because of it. On the other hand, I feel like I have been supportive in many ways. I planned all of our finances, helped him double his net worth in less than a year, I planned for his parents' retirement as much as I do mine, I take care of all the housework so he doesn't stress, I planned on moving us closer to his mom and even asked my parents to relocate too, I welcomed him into my family, I planned on buying us a house so he doesn't have to deal with people at the apartment. Since finding out about the girl, he has been telling me that he had decided to give up on himself to make things easier for me. I think he is depressed. He says things like he doesn't have a home, feels alone, doesn't know who he is or care about himself. We even went on a trip to get back to normal, but he's just flat. Not just with me, but with everything around him. Even with the smallest inconvenience like a schedule change, he gets very frustrated and the day is ruined. I don't know if I should stay or leave. I feel bad he is where he is at mentally, but he won't go to therapy and there is only so much I can do to help. I also feel very betrayed about what he did and unsettled that he kept me in the dark while I was still doing all the work and moving forward with our plans. Any advice would be appreciated. Thanks for making it this far. If you read my very long post, smile. Here are some of the best comments from our community. It looks like he has a good thing going with you, but, is it good enough for him? It sounds great to me. If I were you, I would want him to get the therapy, and hopefully figure out why he's teetering on the edge constantly. Good luck with this one. If he won't seek the help he knows he needs, then that's on him. You are not responsible for the dysfunction of others, but you are responsible for your own happiness. Commit to yourself and decide if this is something you can forgive and forget. If you want to be there for him in these hard times you can, but you can also put yourself first and cut him loose. You deserve better, and that fact will always stand no matter what he's going through and if he can change or not. Stay strong, heart, be real with yourself. He's not willing to put in the work to work on himself for the sake of your relationship, so it's time to say goodbye to him. Do you really want to continue in a relationship where you basically have to baby a grown man? Looks like you are doing too much for him and he will complain later about you taking away his power. He clearly needs help for his mental health and you should read about not try to fix his problems. First of all, he needs to speak to a doctor to address his issues. Secondly, he knew what he was doing when he was on Discord by not telling the other person about you and sending heart emojis. There is no reason not to tell this person about his relationship with you except he wanted to cheat. You need to encourage him with getting the help he can get. If he does not do this or does not apply himself, then you need to decide, do you want to be with him, as this will drag you down. If you leave, you aren't being selfish, as you've done everything you could. You only have one life, so try to make it as best it can be. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell.